we've got it ready. Like, I don't have the pressure plate or clutch in there. This is just for mock-up purposes right now. So the next step is going to be to get the Mazda in here and then just kind of slip this in and find all the correct mounting points for the transmission and the engine to get that where we want it. And it should be easy-ish. I don't know, I've never done this before, so it's going to be a learning experience for me, for sure. So, yeah, I don't know, but, yeah, I mean, we'll see. You'll see it, too. So far, like, I'm going to take a few measurements from, like, engine mount to engine mount on the other side, and just kind of do some rough estimates on, you know, placement and stuff like that, because that would probably be the wisest thing to do. I probably will take the turbo off now for the first install, possibly. I might leave it on. I just don't want to damage it if something goes bad, but I really would prefer to leave it on. That way I can get exactly how it'll fit and get my heights in there. Also, I kind of made this intake horn, and it's supposed to, you know, fit on here like this. And so I don't know if I'm going to have to, you know, cut this and make it a little shorter so it's, you know, lower profile like that instead of up. So all that has to be taken into account. But for now, I would prefer, my cousin was supposed to be coming down, but he isn't, I don't think. And I'm not crazy about trying to do this myself, but it may come down to that. If I had a lift, it would be a whole lot easier, but I don't. So we're just going to go with this how it is. So, excuse me, I may get to that. It's so hot out and humid. I don't even want to open the garage door to get the truck in here. Also, guys, I cleaned this garage and boy, did it open up space. You know, my workbench is just super clean. I have some parts on it now. But yeah, so it's kind of what we're looking at now. So we'll see. I mean, what's the worst thing that could happen, right?
Alright guys, so it's a new day, but today this is how far we've gotten. I did pull this front little headlight shroud off, whatever it's called, I'm not even sure. That thing right there. That's all the parts. I have some more radiator and stuff like that for the new motor. I'll show you where we got it. Last night I hooked everything up, so it should be pretty straightforward, and I did figure out that I won't be able to pull the whole truck in here. I just don't have enough room with my lift, so I will have to pull the truck halfway in and then, you know, push it in the rest. But that's okay. It's not too bad of weather out today. Update 2, the wheels for my F350 are at powder coating. Hopefully they'll be done either today or tomorrow. But that would be great because today's Saturday, and hopefully I can get the new tires mounted on Monday. As soon as he calls me, I'm gonna try to pick them up. Alright guys, somewhere along the way the video cut out. I ran out of battery, but here we are. You can see I've got the front pretty much off. I should be able to pick this up, and there we go. I'm gonna set this over here. Alright, so I'm not a body guy at all, so I don't have any body tools, but I had to you know, pretty much grind and bust out these welds. They were little spot welds mainly that were holding it. You can see here I ground a little bit out. Since this is kind of like a Frankenstein vehicle, I'm just going to, I'm not even sure if I'm going to be putting that back in or what I'm going to do yet, because I do have to fit a front mount intercooler in here. So I might do some fabbing up. Who knows? I don't know. But I can reuse that and just weld it back in place. I made sure I left the structure stuff in place to where I could do that. And obviously we will have a bumper going back on here. So as far as front end wrecks or anything like that will be taken care of. But this makes it so much easier now to just slide that motor in for fitment purposes. I'm gonna go ahead and roll the truck in here. Try to do it at least by myself. I have got the vehicle in here as far as I'm going to. I may push it in a little farther actually, but then I'm going to slide this on and see how she fits. Oh, before I do that, I do need to take this off. Alright guys, well, I got that last motor mount out. I've got the engine kind of in there. I know the engine right now is like sitting at an angle back, you know, so it's not in place by any means, but I think I'm getting a better idea as far as fitment will go. Anyone who has a garage and you don't have a refrigerator for nice freezing cold drinks, whew, you need to pick up one, because it is so refreshing grabbing a drink. I have this one cranked all the way up, so it's almost like, sometimes there will actually be chunks of ice in the drinks you do. So that's how I like my drinks, super cold. I have the Toyota diesel truck that this came out of in my other shed. So I'm gonna make some measurements in here. There's the old motor. Anyone wants it, let me know. So I'm gonna, here it is. Oh, I've been sitting here for a couple years actually. So I'm interested in like the motor mount. It's here. All right. So I got some measurements. Mount. Literally, I don't really know what I'm doing, to be honest. and I don't really know where to start, but I got some measurements down. That will help me figure out what needs to take place. Okay guys, I went ahead and adjusted this so the motor would be more level, and I popped it in here and it is looking beautiful. So I think we'll be able to go off the motor mounts here, and I mean, it's like a glove fit. It's just perfect. It clears all that, and it just it works. It fits perfect. And I think this is, you know, I'm gonna get the other motor mounts off of the old truck, screw them on, and then probably set it down in here. And I think I'm gonna do this right like that, and I might even let it, I can't decide if I want it to stick out of the hood, so cut the hood and then powder coat the intake different color, you know, just to add some cool color. Like, I might do that actually. I think that would be super sick looking. And yeah, I mean, it just works. It works. And because when I put the motor mounts on, it's gonna sit up a little higher, I believe. So guys, I'm just super stoked. It's coming together. I'm getting a plan as far as what needs to happen, and it's just, the pieces are starting to fall into place, and all the clearances for like the bell housing, plenty of room. So yeah, I think we've got a winner here. The next step for me is going to be to cut off the motor mounts from the other truck, like I already mentioned. I'm just super stoked. I still need to, you know, pull some of this junk off, and this wiring harness has got to come out, I believe. I'm gonna have my buddy run all new wiring for the lights, and because this diesel motor is all mechanical, there's only a few you know, electronic pieces to it, and we'll just, it'll work, guys. It'll work. I'm super stoked and pumped about it. And yeah, there's words can't put into my mind, like, describe how awesome this is. So you guys stay tuned, keep watching. It's gonna be great. I'm out. So I'm gonna try to cut these motor mounts out, just grind them out. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do it or not, but we'll see. Alright guys, this is what I've got so far. If you look down in here, I've got the motor mounts right here. That's mocked up, and I've got this one over here as well mocked up, and the transmission is right where it should be, and it looks like I've got clearances, you know, enough to clearance everything, even accounted for a little engine roll with the torque and stuff like that, and we clear the pan down there. The charge pipe here, I'm actually gonna leave it up, and I'm gonna cut you know, a hole in the hood so you see this charge pipe. I think that'll look cool. I think I'm gonna go ahead and weld those motor mounts in, and if I have to do some last minute moving, that's fine, but it should go perfectly. So that's it guys. I'm gonna probably call it a night for this video though. So guys, thanks for watching. Please, if you like what's going on, then like and subscribe, and you know, let's get this channel growing to get more viewers here seeing this cool stuff, because it's pretty cool, I think. And yeah, so thanks for watching guys. Stay tuned, because there's a lot more content of this coming in the very near future. I'm out.